Hi everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. What do we see peeking into the garage? A 2018 Jaguar XE all-wheel drive supercharged beast. Look at this thing. The owner told me it goes 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. Well, that's pretty impressive, but what's the customer complaint? So the history of the vehicle, he said he's owned it for a couple of years. It's been fairly problem-free until last winter he started getting a low voltage message on his dash. He went ahead and took a look at the battery. It was original from 2018, so he went ahead and replaced it. When he was in the trunk, so the battery lives in the trunk, with power assist, of course. So under here, you got an orange spare tire, and there's the battery. He said he found water in the well right by the battery, and there's like some kind of electrical block there. So he said there was about that much water, but it could have been higher. He said he resealed this weather stripping with some silicone, and so far hasn't seen any water since. Okay. Around that time he started getting a transmission fault, intermittent. When he starts up the car, puts it in gear, boom, message displays on the dash. Now, replacing the battery apparently took care of the low voltage message, but the transmission message is still popping up. He says the car drives just fine, no difference, shifts smoothly, but he wants to figure out why this fault is setting. He bought a scanner, tried to plug it in, and he said the scanner did not power up from the OBD2 connector, which lives right here. So you can't even read codes. So I'm like, okay, let's try plugging in the THINKTOOL Pros, see if it beeps. Make sure we're plugging it in correctly. No beep, no signal, no anything. So what's going on here? Let's take a quick look, make sure all the pins are good on that thing, and then, is it missing a power feed? This thing should light up when we plug in our dongle. So without scanning it for codes, obviously we don't know what the transmission fault is. So number one, we need to figure out why the scanner is not even powering up when we plug it into the OBD2 connector. So I have my little test light plugged in here into pins 5 and 16. It should light up. It does not. Are we missing a ground or a power? Well, pin 4 doesn't work either, so we have to be missing a power. Let's plug in our power source to the cigarette lighter, make sure we're missing the power before we go chasing a fuse or something. Alright, so we have a little power probe cigarette lighter adapter, LED is on. We know we have good power and ground right here. So test light is lit. If we go from battery power to pins 4 and 5, let's make sure those grounds are good. 4 and 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have good grounds. Now, let's pop this into the ground. And if our test light finds a power, I guess this car is so dang smart. It'll power off the accessories. There we go. Okay, so if we find a power, test light should light up. And on pin 16, no power. Okay, confirmed. Now let's go see what feeds pin 16 on the OBD2 connector. Alright, so first thing I want to go to the information bus diagrams. Only OE diagrams are available for this car. So here's our fuse that feeds pin 16 battery power. What's this fuse? PF04 5 amps junction box central. Alright, well, where is this fuse? Where is this junction box? Not easy. If you look up fuse, you can't find the fuse layouts. But if we go to power distribution, passenger junction box. So why is it the passenger junction box? Well, because the fuse starts with a P. If you go to rear junction box, so this is power and ground distribution OE diagrams, they don't say central junction box. There's battery junction box, engine junction box, passenger junction box, rear junction box. So this one lives in the trunk, and if you see here, the fuses are going to be like RF02. So we're not in the rear, we're in the passenger, so P, and PF04 5 amp. There you go. Now, where is the passenger junction box? It doesn't say where the location is. There are no locations. So what I did was I looked up connector C10B27 right here, or C10A2, and it says instrument panel harness to main harness behind passenger side of instrument panel. And right here it looks like there's a relay and fuse box. It's not labeled, but I think we have to go here. This must be the passenger compartment fuse box on by the right side kick panel. Let's take a look. Alright, now on the passenger side, I do see a little cover right here. Hopefully this is what we're after. Okay, we have some fuses. And we have a little diagram. So we're looking for PF04. There it is. There's our DLC connector. So it's going to be 2555, 2555. That one right there. Let's get a test light and see if that one is blown. Alright. Fourth fuse up. Let's check. Test light from battery ground. Okay, we have power on that side. Yes, that fuse is indeed blown, and that's the only thing it feeds is the OBD2 connector. So let's plug in like a 5 amp test light in there because it's a 5 amp fuse. Make sure that there's no short to ground, and then we'll replace the fuse and see if our scanner powers up. Okay, so instead of the fuse, we have our test light bundle connected. First I'm doing 1 amp, that's safe. So let's feed it the full 5 amps and go back to over there, see if we have power restored to pin 16. Alright, here we go, pin 16. Okay, we have a nice light, no shorts to ground. Now we can plug in our scanner. Now, it was didn't really want to plug in all the way. It's kind of loose. See if I wiggle it, it's still not very nice. Let me see what's going on with that plug. I don't like the way it's not really plugging in all the way. Yeah, that's why. So you have to watch out. Make sure all the pins are straight and go straight in. Let me straighten that out and we'll try again. Alright, that looks much better. Try again. Nice and easy, straight in. Okay, so that is a solid connection. Not going anywhere. Powered up. Let's get the scanner, scan this thing for codes, finally. Alright, ThinkTOOL Pros correctly auto ID'd the vehicle. Vehicle configuration is being loaded. Looks like we can have a lot of modules. Smart scan. Let's see what comes up. Where's the... So there's the PCM. Nope. That's chassis. Powertrain. TCM is right there. Transmission. So we'll see if there's any codes in that. Failed to download vehicle factory part number file. Unable to parse ECU part number. Okay. Interesting. We definitely have some reds. I mean, how nice is this topology? I really don't think I could go back to a scanner with no topology. Alright, report. So kilometers, okay. Okay. We'll save that, pre-repair. Open it up. See what we got. All-train progress control switch, signal stuck high. My PC. Okay. Telematics control unit, system voltage, okay. ECM was off. O2 sensor circuit slow response, bank 2 sensor 1. Bank 1 sensor 2. Should ask him if his check engine light's on. TCM, transmission park position sensor B circuit low, short circuit to ground. Okay, P07B9. That's the code that would probably set this transmission fault. Transmission park position sensor B, circuit low, short circuit to ground. Okay. Let's I'm just going to clear all these out. We have them saved. And then we'll try to reproduce it. And he said that the only time that the fault could possibly pop on is when you're just starting, when you shift into gear. So that kind of makes sense. I guess if it doesn't see a park signal, that could be a problem. It doesn't pop up when you're driving. So, see if we can recreate it. Alright, codes are all cleared out. Let's put it to sleep. See here, now it says we're in park. That says we're in park. Let's fire this beast up. Okay, and reverse. Service required. Drive. Let's just put it from driving to park. Park. Drive. Park. I guess it sets the parking brake automatically. So the owner says it doesn't happen every time. Sometimes it goes a few days without setting this fault. So right now, we'll charge him an hour for diagnostics. We got his scanner OBD2 connector back online. Send him the fault report and do a little research. I doubt that we're going to find anything online for this code, but we have to look. That's part of the diagnostic process. Even if we find anything, I doubt that it'll be fixable, no parts required. But if the car drives great and goes in the park and whatever, I would say don't worry about it, just live with the warning message. That's probably what this vehicle is going to end up doing, but that's how it goes. Well, it's a miracle. We actually have a trouble code description on all data for this P07B9 trouble code -11 that's stored in the car, in the TCM. Let's read. Da-da-da. Blah blah blah. Transmission control module DTC. Transmission park position sensor switch B circuit low circuit short to ground. Possible causes: transmission control module internal failure. That's it. You're done. Like I said, this car is not going to be fixed here, but at least diagnosed. So let's see, prioritize steps to perform using JLR approved diagnostic equipment. Check for DTCs in the transmission. Relating to sensor power supply. So this is the only code we have. Clear DTCs. Start engine, then engage and disengage park several times. Yep, we did that. If the fault persists, check the transmission fluid level. Okay. The condition is unsatisfactory. So we're done. We're done. The car has 40,000 miles. There's no leaks. Internal transmission control module internal failure. What more did you expect from Jaguar? So I'm going to tell the customer, come pick it up. If it drives fine, keep driving it. You're just going to have to live with the warning message. If it really annoys you, you can take it to the Jaguar dealer. The nearest one is about 2 hours away, and I can only imagine how much it would cost to rectify that problem. So if it starts driving poorly, if the TCM is really, corrupted or something, then he'll have to deal with it. But just for a little warning message, I think he'll just ignore it. So that's it for this one. Quick and easy, I guess. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Alright, a little bonus footage. We have to make sure the car shifts appropriately to verify, there's no other issues. Seems to be doing alright. Beautiful day. Let's see if the supercharger works. Oh yeah, there it goes. Well, it's not the AMG SLK 55 that wants to bring the rear end around, but it's pretty good. Yeah, but I don't know. That's the way it goes with these cars. You can diagnose them, but to fix them, just as long as they drive, just keep driving it. Don't pay attention to the warning lights. Right? So, thanks all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.